In my table, breaking news, please come in and settle down. Just calm down, just calm down. Just calm down and listen, because they are testing the microphone. They have started testing the microphone. Bandits, Fulani bandits have just attacked Sokoto State. Yes, just 10 minutes away from the Sokoto prison where Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is. This happened early in the morning today in Rabat local government, which is 10 minutes away from the prison if you are driving on a very good speed. But I want everybody to calm down, because in this kind of time, we do not panic. Do not panic. Remain formidable while I take you on this video and expose a lot of things for you. Because actually, it seems as if they are testing the microphone. They are actually testing that microphone very hard. The story says, listen very carefully, the story says here that terrorists have launched a deadly attack on Tofa community in the Rabat local government area of Sokoto State, leaving several residents dead, many others injured, and some whisked away into the bush. Residents said the attackers stormed the village in large numbers, firing sporadically, and they moved from house to house. Now, I want you to pay attention, because I did a search and I found out that that local government is very close to Sokoto State, prison itself. As you can see on your screen, you see the Google map, you observe that over there is, the Sokoto State prison, and that is the community itself that it happened. And the distance, if you are using a bike, is about 25 to 30 minutes. But if you are using a car, if you are using a normal, good car that can drive normal speed from 100, 120, 150 kilometer, that will take you 10 minutes, highest 12 minutes away from the Sokoto State prison itself. And that, of course, is a very big sign that somebody is testing the microphone. Because tell me, a big attack like that happened very close to the prison. If not that it fulfills the proverb that says that when a witch cries in the night and a child dies in the morning, something fishy is actually going on. Sometime during the day also, Aloy Ejimako and Prince Kanu, alongside his wife, touched down on Sokoto, itself, to pay Nnamdi Kanu a visit also. So that will also be a good one, because right now, even in the prison, the whole inmates, including Nnamdi Kanu, would have gotten, abreast of this particular incident, of course. And of course, they're going to give feedback to Aloy Ejimako to carry back to Abuja to brief the whole lawyers and to brief everybody on what next the action is going to take. So welcome Aloy Ejimako and the brother of Nnamdi Kanu and his wife to Sokoto. You are very welcome. Please go and be with Kanu and also discuss a lot of things as regards this appeal, which we are still waiting for good news about. Back to the attack on the Sokoto community, which is very, very close to the prison. Definitely, we know very well when this whole, sentencing was carried out, that this was a calculated attempt to give Nnamdi Kanu to the Fulani Janjaweed, to place him in their territory, to place him under close monitoring, and of course, to also find a way to also do something fishy like this, because I have not slept since he was sentenced to Sokoto State. Of course, that state is the border between Niger Republic and Nigeria. A lot of things going on in the border, a lot of cross-border terrorism, kidnapping, cross-border robbery going on in that Sokoto State. The supreme leader of the Fulani is in charge of that state. If you ask me, I'll tell you, this is a strange coincidence. This is a strange coincidence because 10 minutes away from Sokoto prison, in a prison housing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was just sent to Sokoto prison just a few days ago, and now they are almost attacking the prison. Because as far as I'm concerned, that is a test run. That's why I say, who is testing the microphone? We know that Nnamdi Kanu being sent to Sokoto prison is significant. because Sokoto is the seat of the caliphate. And of course, this was done in special requests by the caliphate. We know. But we close our mouth. We don't talk. Why? Because we are Igbos. We are not afraid of wherever we are. When you play the games you play as Nigeria and you think you are manipulating the Igbos, you are not manipulating the Igbos. We just keep quiet and we do our talking and we do our normal conversations. But whatever game you play, we are aware. 10 minutes away from Sokoto prison, housing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is too close for comfort. So talk to your terrorists and talk to your bandits. Whatever plan, whatever game you are up to, it's time to start checkmating it. It's time to start correcting it. Nnamdi Kanu is not the person. It's not the person to play such games with. I don't want to believe this is a one-off. I don't want to believe that this is normal terrorist attack. I don't want to believe that this is just a normal thing that happened in your state. I don't want to believe. I don't want to believe because nobody is going to believe it when it happens. Nobody is going to hear that. If you're going to send Nnamdi Kanu to Sokoto State, you must be sure that you're going to pick him in one piece when we want him. You say his family should not be close to him. You say his friends should not be close to him. You say the courts should not be close to him. But you want bandits and terrorists to have access to him. You want janjaweeds to have access, unfettered access to him. How can bandits have access to a prison 10 minutes away from a prison? 10 minutes. How is that possible? You claim that Kuje prison, Borno Bauchi, Kano prison, Kaduna and other prisons around Nasarawa are not enough for Kanu. They're not safe for Kanu. But you have a prison you put him in that terrorists are just 5 to 10 minutes away operating. What stops them from operating in that prison? What stops them from jailbreaking that prison, knowing very well that they have their own members who are locked up inside there? What stopped them from having a rogue unit that will be told to go inside there and commit fishy crimes that we're suspecting? What stops them? In Nigeria, that we all know, the most porous country security-wise, a country that's opened up their prison for ISWAP to come in and blow up in the capital of Abuja, a country that several prison breaks has been happening, is this same country you are telling me that these terrorists cannot get Sokoto prison and commit a crime there? I am saying this clearly because the Igbos have been calm, quiet, controlled, disciplined, formidable like how they've always been anywhere. They don't cause trouble. Very peaceful people. They have been calmed since the sentencing of Nnamdi Kanu. Please, let it remain like that. Whoever is trying to test the microphone should better drop the microphone. Drop it. Drop the microphone because you don't want the noise you will get from the microphone if you speak on that microphone. Stop testing the microphone. You know, this country, Nigeria, they don't learn. They don't learn from history. Very stubborn country. Very stubborn. You think that a group of people have the power over others? Is what you think? Is what you think? That guns and bombs are the power? Please, I'm just saying this very clearly, unequivocally. The relative peace that is going on around the country, let me say relative peace, because it's not full-blown yet. The kidnappers, the terrorists operating, everything fine. They are still relative peace because they are hiding and they are doing it. Do not start a problem with a major tribe in Nigeria. Please keep Mazi Nnamdi Kanu safe in that prison you have chosen for him. It is your duty to keep him safe. It is your duty to protect him. It is your duty to make sure that you provide him anytime people ask for him, because he is a prisoner and prisoners have rights to their lives. Not tomorrow you will say it was just an attack. We do not know. After all, it was terrorists that did it. It was bandits. It's not us. We don't know when it happened. It can happen to anybody. He will be complicit, oh. You will be complicit to anything happening to Kanu. You will be complicit. Keep him as safe. If you know that Sokoto is not okay for him, send him back. Send him back to Kuje. Send him back to Anambra, Enugu, anywhere, so that he will be peacefully do his thing in peace. There are a lot of prisons in Nigeria. The white man built enough, and the black man added more prisons. So prisons is even more than schools in Nigeria. Choose the right prison and put Nnamdi Kanu. Had I known, Nigeria, a country that does not learn from its history, Nigeria should not plunge Nigeria into something else. Stubbornness. So let's see you next video. Peace.